I really love the design of the school. It's so striking. We should say that obviously we've met before. You have this great band Taken, which we'll find out of what's going on there, if you're still together or what you're doing. But more importantly, on the 31st of January and the 1st of February, 7:30 in Temple Carrig, you've got a new play called Through the Screen, which is a fundraiser for your Mustard Seed kind of trip to Jamaica.
Yeah.
When did this come to you now? Because it's quite a big undertaking to write a one-act play.
Yeah, well, for the junior year, I took creative writing classes in school. So for our final assessment, we had to like submit a big project. So I started the play during class, but then it kind of went on hold because of the exams and stuff. But then during the summer, I started writing it again. Yeah.
Would you sort of, I don't know, would you look around you and think, how does this work? How do you put it? I don't know if you had to watch a few things to figure out how does, or was it all instinct? Was it a sense of I kind of know what I want to put down on paper, and I know what I see on the stage?
I actually don't really remember because the exams kind of just took over. So I just like when I came back to it during the summer, I was just like, it was there, and I was like, oh, okay.
Now we should say that it's Mary and Charlotte, or how do you pronounce it?
It's Moira and Charlotte.
Moira and Charlotte. They're going through a video game called Zemblanati or Zemblanity.
Zemblanity.
There we go. Zemblanity. Where does that come from? Because I can see banality in there, maybe, or
it's the opposite of serendipity.
Ah, okay.
So
there you go.
Serendipity, like finding unexpected things when you're not looking for them. Zemblanity means finding things that you didn't want to find out when you're not looking for them.
It's a very discordant kind of game, which ultimately tries to tear people apart, tries to rip up friendships, tries to turn people against people. I mean, there is a school of thought that you know, video games and even social media does that inherently if you're not careful. Was that part of the inspiration, that sort of recognition of this generation?
Definitely.
Right. And have you had any kind of, I don't know whether you feel generally optimistic about how we live now, because it's a whole new world for this generation, and the older generation like me aren't quite sure what's going on, but it seems like a new reality literally going on. I mean, do you feel, having written something like this, do you feel, well, it's teething problems? Do you think it is going to have an effect on society in general over time, or?
I think it's definitely going to have an effect on society. I'm not sure how it's going to go. I think people will adapt to it, maybe not for the better, but I think we'll adapt in some way.
Did you find yourself getting altered by video games and by social media? Because we're all our own managers, we're all kind of looking after our own image almost online, and then video games kind of just take you over, really. They just sort of give you an instinct to win and to possibly kill even. And
I'm not like that big into video games, so I had to ask a couple of my friends about it when I came up with the idea. But like definitely by social media anyways, but I do know people who get pretty taken up by video games. Right.
Now from the playwright point of view, you're a songwriter now, you've written a play. Is there I don't know if there is a sense that you're just trying out loads of different, you know, ideas, or whether you have certain goals that you'd like to achieve? I don't know whether you'd be tempted by film, or I don't know which particular brand or strand, I should say, are you hoping to do?
Well, I've always been into theatre. It's like I've been doing drama since I was 2, so like I really enjoy theatre, so putting together the writing and then acting. Nice. And do you act as well? Yeah. Oh, brilliant. Oh, nice. You play Charlotte or... no, I'm not in this play, but I do act in school and outside of school as well.
Now, we should, of course, mention Mustard Seed. They do a huge amount of work for... well, they work all around the world for vulnerable kind of populations around the world. Do a lot of work in Jamaica. There's quite a few students from Greystones who are going over. Yeah. Is this something that you had... I don't know if you looked into it much further, whether it's something that you're just glad to be part of and glad to help?
Well, we got notified about it during the summer, so after that I did do a lot of research into it, and we had to like write up a big essay about why we wanted to do it and stuff, and then they chose us. So they chose the 20 of us out of like, there was like maybe 60 or 70 applicants from the year who tried to get in. So
well, they say travel is great for you, and even if it's a holiday, you kind of get a different colour, a different aspect of the world. But this in particular will be quite an experience, I would imagine. I don't know if you feel like you're bracing yourself almost for those who you just are right there beside them and you are helping them, but you know that their lives are difficult, and you know that they struggle every day just for the basic stuff that we take for granted.
Yeah, we're all like kind of bracing ourselves because we all know it's going to be really hard to be there, because we're going to be like helping children with disabilities and all this kind of stuff that we've never done before. So like it's going to be really tricky, but like everyone's really looking forward to it.
Now we should just finish. We'll put the link in below the video here for the tickets on Eventbrite. I think it's about $11.90, but you've got the 2 shows, 7:30 p.m. each night. Would you, I don't know, already, this is just, you know, two weeks away, would you have those sort of stage nerves, or is that something that you feel calm about? Because you are quite accomplished in a lot of different fields here.
I feel nervous about it, but it depends on the day.
Right.
Right now I'm feeling quite confident about it, but you never know.
Well, the fact that you're brilliant helps as well too. That would help your confidence. Coolie bully.